Hi. So, I guess this is kind of awkward, but I figured it's time. You're Sandy, right? Alex's wife?
I am, and you are?
Alyssa. We haven't met, but I work with one of Alex's clients. Well, work is kind of a stretch. I mostly just hang out around the office and look amazing.
All right, so what exactly are we talking about here, Alyssa?
I've been seeing your husband, seeing him, and not in a business lunch kind of way.
Understood. Go on.
He is so hot. For a married guy, total silver fox. And honestly, way more energy than I expected. Wow.
That's enough detail. I get the idea.
Oh, come on, don't act like you don't know. You're married to him, not his mother. I'm sure you know what kind of fun he can be. We met at that client event 2 months ago, and it's been nonstop ever since. I basically have him wrapped around my finger. I mean, no offense or anything, but he deserves better. He's this successful, powerful, attractive man, and you're just kinda there. I saw a picture of you once. You look fine for someone your age, I guess. But Alex, he needs someone fun, someone who can keep up, someone who doesn't wear cardigans and schedule bedtime.
That's quite a confident assessment from someone who's known him for all of 8 weeks.
It's not about time. It's about chemistry and, connection, which, by the way, we have in spades. He's told me things, personal things. He says you're always calm, always composed, like a robot. I mean, no offense, but that's not sexy. That's, exhausting. He needs someone who makes him feel alive, and that's me.
You've made yourself very clear. What exactly is it you want from me?
A divorce, obviously. You two are clearly not a match anymore. And I want him to be happy with me. Look, I know you're probably freaking out inside or whatever, but you've had your time. It's over. Let him go.
You seem to be under the impression that this is a simple matter. It's not.
Oh, come on. It's just a marriage. You sign some papers and move on. People do it every day.
We have 2 children, one in middle school, one in elementary.
So they'll get over it. Kids are super adaptable. My parents divorced and I turned out fine, mostly. Besides, you're not going to stay together for them, right? That's so outdated.
That's not what I said, but I'm not going to make a rush decision based on your little surprise announcement earlier.
This is what I mean. So uptight. All right, fine. Let's talk business. How much do you want?
Excuse me?
I'll pay you to go away quietly, 100 grand. That should be enough, right?
You think you have $100,000 lying around?
No, not me. Alex will pay it. Duh. He's rich. He's a CEO. It's nothing to him. He's already spent way more than that on me. He already got me a new bag, real designer, not one of those knockoffs you find at outlet stores. And shoes. Oh my gosh, the shoes. I've never owned anything that expensive in my life. And he didn't even blink when he paid for them. Just whipped out his card and bam, done. Oh, and the car. Oh, I can't forget the car. He said he wanted me to be safe getting to and from work, so he got me this cute little convertible. I mean, it's not brand new or anything, but it's really classy. I told him I felt like a celebrity, and he said, "That's what you are to me." Isn't that so sweet?
That does sound generous of him.
Right? I mean, it's easy for him, though. He's a CEO. That's what they do, right? Spend money like it's nothing. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of company he runs. It's something with numbers and screens or whatever. But clearly he's killing it.
Yes, he's certainly a CEO.
See? I knew it. Honestly, he just has this energy, total boss vibes. Powerful, confident. The way he talks, it's just, so hot. Definitely not the kind of guy who should be tied down to some uptight suburban housewife. No offense.
None taken, but you're right. There's more to Alex's position than meets the eye. A lot more.
Okay, what's that supposed to mean? You're making it sound all mysterious and complicated, like some big secret. I already know he's loaded. He told me not to worry about anything, and he acts like the boss of everything.
I'm sure he does. But if you're so confident in what you know, then why not meet with me? There are a lot of things I'd like to talk to you about.
No thanks. Why would I want to sit across from some bitter old woman with crow's feet and judgment eyes? That sounds like the worst afternoon ever. Plus, I have, actual things to do. You know, young people stuff. Shopping, parties, being adored.
I thought you might feel that way. No problem.
You and Alex can sort out this boring legal stuff on your own, right? I don't care how you split your retirement fund or whatever. Just make it fast.
Of course, I'll be sure Alex and I work everything out.
Perfect. I knew you'd be reasonable. And hey, just so you know, you're actually super lucky. Most women never even find out that they've been replaced. At least I gave you a heads up. I mean, that's classy of me, right?
Unforgettable, really.
Anyway, don't drag this out, okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I just think it's so much better for everyone if you just fade out gracefully. Let go, move on, take a spa day or something. Alex and I, we're moving forward. Big plans.
I'm sure. You two must have so much in common.
We do, actually. He tells me everything. And don't worry, I'm not some gold digger. I'm ambitious, too. Once we're married, I'll probably help him run the company. He said he'd teach me. Power couple vibes, right?
Oh, I don't doubt it. You'll learn a lot.
Good. I'm glad you're taking this well. Guess this means we're done here. Toodles, Granny. Guess who just made it official? That's right. Alex and I are legally married now. You're officially the ex. How does it feel? And before you ask, no, we didn't have a big wedding yet. That's still in the works. But don't worry, it's going to be massive. I'm talking beachfront venue, private chef, imported orchids, maybe even fireworks. Oh, real classy stuff. We've been looking at resorts in Bali for the honeymoon, or maybe Santorini. Depends on how generous Alex is feeling when I pick out the ring.
I see you're staying busy.
Of course. I'm planning my dream life while you, whatever it is you do now. Anyway, I thought I'd be polite and give you a heads up. You might want to start packing. That house you're in, yeah, Alex and I will be needing it back soon. So unless you want movers showing up and throwing your stuff on the lawn, you better get moving.
You seem very concerned with who lives in that house for someone who says not to come crawling back.
Please, I'd ever let you near him again. Don't embarrass yourself, Sandy. You lost. I won. Just accept it.
Actually, I've been more worried he'd come crawling back to me.
Wow, someone's a sore loser. You're really still holding on to this fantasy where he leaves me and comes back to you? That's kind of sad. I get it. Aging is rough. Must be hard watching someone trade you in for a newer model. But hey, if it makes you feel better to imagine him crawling back, sure, go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll be over here planning our luxury honeymoon, picking out $1 million dress, and prepping to move into my house.
You might want to hold off on all that for a little while.
Why? Afraid I'll outshine your sad little wedding photos from 20 years ago? Too late.
No, I just thought you should know Alex is getting fired.
Excuse me?
I'll be unemployed by the end of the month.
Fired? Yeah, right. You can't just fire a CEO. That's not how it works. Alex is the company.
He's the CEO of a subsidiary, a small one, Bakersfield Media.
Yeah, exactly. His company. He owns it. His last name is literally on the building.
That's my last name. He took it when we got married.
Wow, someone's a sore loser. You're really still clinging to this sad little fantasy where he comes crawling back to you? That's kind of pathetic. I mean, seriously, I won. You lost. End of story. But sure, tell yourself whatever you need to. Meanwhile, I've got wedding catalogs and honeymoon brochures to go through. And you've got, what, a tub of ice cream and a dog-eared divorce packet?
You might want to hold off on the honeymoon plans.
Oh, come on. Is this another one of your I'm still in the picture delusions? Sorry, but we're married now. You're done.
That's not what I was referring to. I just thought you might want to know Alex is getting fired.
What? Fired? Are you joking? You can't fire the CEO. That's not how anything works. He runs his company. He's the boss. I've seen his business cards. His name is literally on them.
Yes, he's the CEO of a subsidiary. Bakersfield Media is one of several dozen companies owned by the Bakersfield Group.
So he's a CEO. That means he's the top guy, right?
Sure, he's at the top of a very small division, but that position reports directly to the corporate board, and that board reports to me.
Wait, what?
I'm the CEO of Bakersfield Group, the parent company. I'm the one who put Alex in that role, and now I'm the one signing off on his termination.
No, that's not possible. His last name is Bakersfield. This is his company. You said it yourself. It's named after him.
No, Alyssa, it's named after me. Alex took my name when we got married.
No, that doesn't even make sense. You're trying to confuse me. There's no way Alex took your name. Why would he do that?
He didn't have much of a choice. My company had the reputation, the legacy, the resources, everything. It made more sense legally and professionally.
That's insane. What kind of man just gives up his name? That's so emasculating. You're just saying this stuff to mess with me. I don't believe you.
It's all public record. You're welcome to look it up. Or you could just ask him, if you're not too busy planning your $1 million honeymoon.
Oh my God. So you're seriously saying this whole time I've been bragging to people about marrying some corporate powerhouse, and he's just, what, a glorified assistant?
I wouldn't go that far. He had a decent run until he started making some very poor financial decisions.
Don't even try to blame me if you're about to say I'm the reason he's losing his job.
Actually, no. I was going to say he is the reason, but the consequences, well, those are going to involve you too.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. You don't get to just swoop back in and try to ruin my life just because you're bitter. That's not how this works.
I married him. That house, that life, it's mine now.
I get it. You're bitter and angry, but seriously, grow up.
No, Alyssa, the house is mine.
What?
I paid for it, signed for it. It's under my name. Always has been.
Are you serious? He promised me it would be ours. He said he'd take care of it. You mean to tell me you still own the house?
That's what I'm telling you.
He never mentioned that. He acted like it was his. He said he wanted me to redecorate, to start fresh. I was going to knock down that weird reading nook in the back.
I'd hold off on that demo plan unless you want to be charged for property damage too.
Okay, this is like a lot to process. I mean, I guess it's fine if the house is still technically yours or whatever. It's not like we're living there anyway. Alex said we'd buy our own house soon, bigger, with a pool. He said once the money situation was handled, we'd be set.
Yes, handled. That's one way to put it.
Whatever. You're just trying to scare me. I'm not worried. Alex always figures something out. Besides, he's still going to pay you that $100,000 I promised, right? He said he would. He has to. That was like the deal.
That's adorable, but I'm afraid that's not all you two are going to have to pay.
What?
The $100,000 was just the opening act. You're about to see the whole show.
What are you talking about? That was our agreement. You said if I paid you off, you'd go away. You can't just move the goalposts.
I didn't move anything, but someone else did.
What does that mean?
It means Alex used company funds, my company funds, to pay for all those generous gifts you bragged about. And that, Alyssa, is embezzlement.
Embezzlement? What are you even talking about? Alex literally runs the company. He can do whatever he wants with the money. You're just saying that to mess with me.
I'm saying it because it's true.
No, you're lying. He said the card he used for my stuff was a business card. That's what he called it, like for business expenses.
A business card isn't a magic pass to fund your shopping sprees.
But, well, he said it was fine. He had, like, an expense account. He literally told me to pick out whatever I wanted.
And you didn't stop to think maybe a man whose business was already going under shouldn't be handing out $5,000 handbags like candy?
He never said anything was going under. He told me everything was fine. He said your company was just, I don't know, restructuring or something.
It's been restructuring since the moment I caught him rerouting funds.
Oh my God. Wait, how much are we talking about?
So far, the estimate is just over $1.1 million.
What? $1 million?
Give or take. He was very sneaky. Took me a while to catch it, but once I did, well, now the legal process is underway.
You're suing him?
The company is.
Then why aren't you telling me? I didn't even know what he was doing. I wasn't part of it.
No, that's interesting because you sure seemed proud of all the things he was buying you.
Okay, Okay, but I didn't steal anything. I didn't know. That has to count for something, right? I thought it was just his money. He never said it was stolen.
Intentional or not, the law sees things a little differently now that you're legally married.
What does that even mean?
It means you and Alex are now financially bound. Assets, debts, consequences. You signed the papers, Alyssa. You're in this with him.
No. That's not fair. I didn't agree to this.
Actually, you did. You just didn't read the fine print.
What fine print?
The prenup Alex had you sign.
Wait, that wasn't a prenup. That was just marriage paperwork. He said it was to protect me.
And technically it does. It ensures you're entitled to half of what's his. Unfortunately, what's his is now a massive debt.
No. This has to be a joke. You're lying.
You really should have read what you signed. According to the contract, which your new husband personally drafted, in the event of any legal or financial damages caused during the marriage, you're responsible for half.
He wrote that?
He did, quite smugly, actually. Said it was his final play.
No, this can't be happening. This is illegal or something, right? There's no way I can be forced to pay for something I didn't do. You can't just stick me with $500,000 in corporate fraud.
The courts will decide the final number, but yes, under the contract, you are liable.
But I didn't even want the contract. He just handed it to me in this stupid faux leather folder and said, "Sign here, babe." I thought it was romantic. He said it would protect our future. He lied.
Yes, he did, and you chose to believe every word.
Ugh. This is not fair. I was just living my life, enjoying my relationship. You can't punish me for that.
No one's punishing you for being in love. You're facing consequences for spending money that didn't belong to you.
That's his fault. He tricked me. He bought all that stuff. I didn't force him to.
You were more than happy to show it off, more than happy to brag about it. I remember.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be ruined. This will ruin me. What am I supposed to do? Sell my car, my clothes? I can't just make that kind of money overnight.
Then I suggest you start learning. Grow up, take responsibility.
I am a victim.
No, Alyssa, you're a grown woman who made a series of choices, and now you're learning what choices cost.
Okay, wait. Can we just slow down for a second? I didn't mean for any of this to happen, I swear. If I had known what Alex was doing, if I'd had known it was stolen or whatever, I never would have.
You would have what? Said no to the Birkin bag? Told him to return the convertible?
I mean, I might have asked a few more questions. But this isn't fair. I thought he was just being generous. I'm not, a criminal.
No one's calling you a criminal, but you're not a child either.
I was just trying to be happy. I thought he loved me. And now I feel used and stupid. And I don't even know how I'm gonna fix this. Please, Sandy, I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. I messed up. I let my guard down. I thought I was the one in control, but I wasn't. I got played.
You did, and you weren't the only one, but unlike me, you were too proud to question anything.
Please, I don't have anyone else to talk to about this. Everyone's gonna think I'm some horrible person.
Then maybe stop acting like one. You torched my marriage, you flaunted what you thought was your victory, and now that it's falling apart, you want comfort?
I don't know.
Then maybe it's time you start learning what it means to take responsibility. No more excuses, no more crocodile tears.
Please, Sandy, please. I'm not strong like you. I don't know how to handle this.
You wanted the life of a CEO wife, now you've got it. Bills and all. Buckle up. Alex came crawling back, begging me not to fire him. He said that it was all a mistake, that he got swept up in the fantasy and that he still cared about me. I let him say his piece, then I signed the termination paperwork. Actions have consequences. Alyssa, predictably, refuses to lift a finger. She says she's not built for working more than a few hours a day. She expects Alex to pay off the entire debt himself, but with his reputation in ruins and every potential employer knowing what he did, no one's hiring him. I'm focused on my kids. They've seen more than they should have, and I'm doing my best to keep their lives steady. Some days are hard, but we're getting through it. I've got my work, my home, and the people who matter. We'll be okay. Better, even. We already are.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Celeste, hey! I hope I'm not catching you while you're working.
Hi, Gia. No worries, I'm on break right now, so it's totally fine. What's up? Something on your mind?
Not really anything urgent or serious. It's just, I haven't seen you at the kindergarten lately. Your husband's been doing drop-off and pick-up for a while now, hasn't he?
Yeah. Actually, I just got promoted to a full-time position at the place I've been working part-time at for years.
Oh, wow! Congratulations! That's amazing!
Thank you. Because of that, my work hours shifted a bit. And right now, my husband's schedule is more flexible than mine, so we figured it made sense for him to handle drop-offs and pickups for the time being.
Wait, wasn't your husband working a regular office job? How's he managing with the flexible schedule? Is he doing remote work or something?
Yeah, more or less, something like that. He's able to work from home most days, so it gives us a little wiggle room.
I see. So I guess we'll be seeing more of him around the kindergarten for a while, huh?
Probably, yeah. But don't worry, I'll still try to attend as many school events as I can. Even if I'm working full-time now, I don't want it to feel like I've vanished from the kindergarten scene completely. I still want to be present, especially for the big moments.
That's really good to hear. Honestly, I was a little worried. It's easy to drift away when work gets busier, but it's nice that you're thinking ahead about all that.
Yeah, I've been reminding myself that this phase of our kids' lives is so short. Work is important, sure, but I don't want to look back and realize I missed out on everything just because I got caught up in a job title. Finding the right balance is tricky, but I'm trying.
Well, it really sounds like you've got your priorities straight. It's not easy trying to juggle it all.
Tell me about it. Some days feel like a never-ending checklist. And even with my husband helping out more, it's still a lot. But at least we're working as a team.
That makes such a difference, does it not? Having someone who steps in without making you feel guilty or judged.
Exactly. We've had our fair share of disagreements, like any couple, but he really stepped up this time. I'm grateful.
That's great to hear. Anyway, don't push yourself too hard, all right? I know going from part-time to full-time is a big change, physically and mentally.
Thanks, Gia. I really appreciate that. I'll take it one step at a time, but for now, better get back to work before my break ends.
All right, talk soon, and congrats again on the promotion.
Thanks. Let's catch up properly sometime soon, yeah?
Definitely. Take care.
You too.
Celeste, hey, it's been a little while, huh? How have you been?
Gia? Yeah, it has. I've been meaning to reach out, but things got hectic. I'm sorry I disappeared for a bit.
You seem busy, more than usual.
Well, yeah. I got moved into a new project at work, a big one, a new business division, all hands on deck. The hours have been brutal, but I can see the light at the end now.
That sounds intense.
It is. But I'm planning to be at the next kindergarten event, just so you know. Trying to keep things normal for Lily.
Sure, not what I was really going to talk about, though.
Oh?
Actually, I need to say something. It's kind of a big deal. A bit awkward, too.
What is it?
So, I want your husband.
Excuse me?
I said, well, more like, I've already got him. Your husband, Bowen, he's with me now.
Sorry, what?
You heard me. I'm not saying it to be dramatic. I just figured you had the right to hear it straight from me instead of finding out some other way.
You're telling me that you and Bowen
are in a relationship? Yeah, emotionally, physically, the whole package. We're together now, Celeste.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking? This isn't some fantasy I made up. It happened. You remember when you went full-time at work, right? Back when Bowen started doing all the drop-offs and pickups at the kindergarten? That's when it started.
I thought you two were just chatting in passing.
It started like that. But you know, when you're around someone enough, things evolve. We got closer. I tested the waters, and he didn't hesitate. Honestly, he fell into it so fast it was almost sad. And you're proud of this? I'm just being honest. He needed someone who saw him, who had time. You were always busy, always tired, always working. I was there, simple as that. You really think that justifies it? I'm not here to justify anything. I'm here to tell you the facts so we can move forward like adults.
Wow.
That's all you have to say?
I'm not one to scream and throw things, Gia. Doesn't mean I'm not feeling something, I just don't show it like that.
So you're totally calm while your husband cheats on you with someone you thought was a friend?
No, I'm thinking, processing, and realizing how sad all this really is, for you especially.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're so excited to parade Bowen around like some prize you won, but do you even know who you just took?
He's charming, smart, he treats me well.
He treated me well too, at first. Until things stopped being convenient for him. Until I had goals, ambitions, things that didn't revolve around him.
Sounds like you're bitter because I've got what you couldn't keep.
No, Gia, I'm not bitter, I'm relieved.
Excuse me?
You've just freed me. I was bending myself backwards trying to hold a marriage together with a man who clearly had one foot out the door. Now I don't have to anymore.
So what, you're just gonna hand him over?
If he's willing to throw away our life for a few stolen afternoons, then yeah, let him go. You can have him.
Wow.
But let me ask you something. What about your husband?
Oh, him? Please. He makes 35 grand a year and can't even change a light bulb without Googling it.
I've been done for a while. Bowen was just the opportunity I needed. So you're trading one man in for another. Do you ever stop to think what kind of pattern that creates?
Oh, please, don't get all righteous on me. I upgraded. End of story. Bowen's got time, money, and drive. He's a freelancer now. You knew that, right? That flexibility, it worked perfectly for us.
So while I was working, you two were...
Every afternoon you stayed late at the office. We were meeting up, making memories, falling in love.
Right.
I can see the wheels turning in your head, Celeste, trying to stay composed, but inside, you're breaking. It's okay, you can cry if you want.
No, I won't give you that.
Why not? You lost, I won. It's simple math.
Funny, you really think you won something. But what you don't see is, now you're stuck with the same man who couldn't stay loyal for even 5 minutes. What happens when he gets bored of you, too?
That won't happen.
It will. Because men like Bowen don't stop looking. They just trade up, or what they think is up. Eventually, you'll just be another version of me.
You're seriously pathetic.
Maybe, but I know who I am. Do you?
All right, enough. Let's not drag this out. Bowen's made his choice. You make yours. We can talk about divorce arrangements soon. I'll pay whatever compensation you want. Just don't try to cling to what's already broken.
I'm not clinging to anything. You can have the broken pieces. I'm walking away with my dignity.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Gia, so the divorce is finalized on my end.
Oh, that was quicker than I expected.
I've also been granted full custody of the child.
Oh, that's totally fine with me. I'm planning to have Bowen's baby anyway.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. And I'll give you credit. You didn't put up a fight with the divorce. Good girl.
Thanks, I guess.
I finalized mine this morning too, by the way. My husband didn't resist either. He just said, give me alimony and custody of the kid and I'll sign the papers. And I was like, if that's all it takes, I'll gladly divorce you.
One less headache. But are you sure about all this?
About what?
About him. He's not exactly what I'd call high spec, you know?
Oh, here we go again. Still stuck on that?
Look, I don't know what your definition of high spec is, but that ex-husband of yours, the one making $35,000 a year, honestly, I think he had more going for him than Bowen.
Really? Then hey, he's all yours. Take him.
That's not what I meant. But whatever, if you're happy with your choice, then it's not really my place to judge. I mean, I'm divorced now too. I don't have the right to comment.
Exactly. It's pretty pathetic when ex-wives start meddling in the lives of people who are in love. Let's not cling to the past like some tragic leftover. Okay, it's not a good look.
Anyway, I've got some packing to do, so I'll leave you to it.
Packing? You're moving?
Yeah, I got a spot in the company apartment. Luckily, my kid won't have to transfer schools.
Oh, I see. Makes sense, since the place you're living in now is under Bowen's name, right?
Actually, it's under mine.
Wait, what? Why?
My uncle owns the building. I was renting the apartment through him from the beginning.
You're kidding.
Nope. And since my father is absolutely furious about everything that's happened, there's no way I'd transfer the lease to Bowen. He's not stepping foot in this apartment again.
Wow, I didn't know it was like that.
So yeah, Bowen's going to have to move in with you pretty soon.
About that. The place I've been living in is under my ex-husband's name, so I'm actually the one who has to move out.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, you two can go find a new place together. Rent a place is a fresh start, and whatever works.
No big deal. With Bowen, we can probably get any place we want. No need to worry, right?
All right then, I'll take my leave.
Okay. Bye-bye, loser ex-wife. Don't trip on your regrets on the way out. Celeste, long time no see. I've got something amazing to tell you today. Come on, don't ignore me. Celeste, hello!
What do you want? Honestly, I'm just surprised you had the guts to message me. That's bold, even for you.
Oh, relax. I'm not here to fight or anything. I just wanted to share some good news. This won't take long.
Fine, go ahead.
Okay, ready for it? Bowen and I got married. We made it official this morning.
I see. Congratulations. If that's all, then...
Wait, don't go yet. There's one more thing. One huge thing.
All right, what now?
I'm pregnant. Yes, really. Bowen and I are having a baby.
You're not serious.
Of course I am. I mean, why wouldn't I be? With a husband like Bowen, smart, charming, ambitious, passing on those genes is the only logical choice.
Right.
This means I'm now living the dream, a luxury life married to a man who earns $240,000 a year. I mean, finally. I'm out of that broke girl phase for good.
Wait, did you say 240,000?
Yep, that's his annual income. Crazy, right? Who knew freelancing could pay that well? Compared to your ex with his sad little $35,000 salary, I've seriously upgraded.
Hold on. He told you he made 20,000?
Yeah, when I asked about income, he said 20,000. So, you know, 20,000 a month times 12 is 240,000 a year. Simple math.
Oh, no.
Wait, are you telling me...
Yeah, he meant 20,000 a year, not monthly.
What?
He's only been freelancing for less than 2 years. No client base, no stable contracts. That's a beginner's income. Actually, since he started seeing you and slacking off at work, his income's probably dropped even lower. This year, he might not even break 10,000.
No, that's not possible. What about the alimony? The $100,000 he paid us? There's no way a guy like that just had that kind of money lying around.
Oh, he paid it all right. Every last cent.
How?
Let's see. According to the lawyer, he drained his entire savings from before you even met. Used what was left of his severance and paychecks, and the rest? Loans. He's in debt now. Deep, probably.
Debt? As in actual, real-life debt?
Mm-hmm. How much? I don't know. But I do know there's next to nothing left in his bank account. You might want to double-check before you start shopping for that baby crib.
No way. So I destroyed someone's marriage for this? I left everything behind just to end up with some low-spec broke man-child?
Sounds like it.
You know what? Maybe I should just cut my losses. Divorce him now, go back to my ex, and...
Oh, didn't you hear? Your ex-husband remarried. Not long ago, actually.
What?
Yep, he called me personally. He's with a woman he met through work. Turns out she's the CEO of one of his company's client firms. Smart, independent, financially secure.
You're lying. You have to be lying.
Sorry, but it's the truth. He looked happy, too. Genuinely happy. Guess he landed himself a better deal.
Why is this happening? He gets a powerful wife and a fresh start, and I'm stuck with a man who can't even afford a car? I thought I was upgrading. I deserved an upgrade.
Well, you're the one who confused annual income with monthly. That miscalculation is on you.
Shut up.
Anyway, I should go. I've got a flight to catch.
Flight? Where are you going?
We're moving. My son's starting elementary school soon, and we've decided to go back to the countryside. My company has a branch office there, so they're transferring me.
What? So you're just disappearing?
Pretty much. There's no reason for us to stay in touch now, is there?
Wait, please, just wait a second.
I'll be blocking you after this. Take care of yourself, celebrity wife. I still can't believe it, honestly. Of all the reasons someone would throw their life away, Gia really thought she struck gold. Because she mistook my ex-husband's annual income for his monthly income. I mean, how does that even happen? She must have seen a number like 20,000 and assumed he was bringing that in every month, not once a year. That's not a misunderstanding, that's a full-blown delusion. At first, yeah, it stung. I'd invested years of my life into that marriage. To lose it over something that shallow and stupid, it felt insulting. But then as the dust settled and I started thinking about everything with a clear head, it hit me. I dodged a massive, emotionally draining, financially devastating bullet. See, what Gia didn't know, what I didn't even fully realize until after the divorce, was that my ex had already started spiraling long before she entered the picture. The man quit his job without saying a word to me, just up and left. Not even a heads up or a, hey, I'm thinking of changing careers. Nothing. I only found out when I got a call from his employer looking for final paperwork. He came home like it was any other day and acted like quitting your job in this economy was no big deal. As for his grand plan to work freelance, that was another joke. I had to basically yell at him to even try. I told him point blank, "Start contributing or get out." He fumbled around for months and in the end managed to scrape together a measly $20,000 over the whole year. That's less than minimum wage in some places, and I was supposed to keep supporting him? Yeah, no thanks. So when Gia swooped in, all smiles and fake lashes, thinking she'd hit the jackpot, I let her have him. She thought she was winning some wealthy, mysterious freelancer living off passive income or some nonsense. Meanwhile, she was signing up for a lifetime of debt, stress, and disappointment. Be my guest. They didn't divorce, surprisingly. I guess they figured sticking together was easier than facing the embarrassment of admitting that they were wrong, but they were not happy, far from it. Turns out my ex-husband has a mountain of debt. And Gia, who thought she was cashing in, suddenly found herself drowning alongside him. They couldn't afford a decent place, so they moved into this rundown apartment that honestly looks like it should have been condemned 5 years ago. Peeling paint, broken fixtures, neighbors that keep their doors locked tight. It's not exactly the dream life she had in mind. They both work multiple jobs now, constantly switching shifts, covering for each other's breakdowns. No vacations, no weekends, no breathing room, just clock in, clock out, survive. And because neither of them can turn to their parents, Gia burned those bridges and his family was done with him years ago. They're completely alone in their misery. Best part? They hate each other now. Word got around that the constant money stress turned them against each other fast. The screaming matches were almost nightly. At first, the neighbors tried to ignore it, but then it got louder, uglier. Personal attacks, accusations, crying, slamming doors, broken dishes. Eventually, someone called the police, then someone else. It became a pattern. It all came to a head last month when the landlord issued a formal eviction notice. The building had had enough. Too many complaints, too many disturbances. They were told to leave, no negotiation. So now they're couch surfing, from what I heard. A friend here, a relative there, burning through goodwill faster than they can find new places to stay. Nobody wants to deal with the chaos. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kara, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you about something. Vivian, what's going on? What do you need to talk about? You work at a law office, right? Something related to lawyers? Yeah, I'm a legal secretary for a law office. Why? Is something wrong? Well, I was wondering if the lawyer you work for is experienced with divorce cases. Divorce? My boss doesn't specialize in that, but I could find someone who does. Do you know someone going through a divorce? No, it's not someone I know. It's me. I'm the one getting a divorce. Wait, what? You? You and Ben? You're joking, right? I wish I was, but no, it's real. That's why I reached out. I remembered that you work at a law firm, and I thought maybe you could help me find a good divorce lawyer. I can't believe this. You and Ben have been together since high school. You two were always so close. What happened? It's complicated. Let's just say we had a huge fight, and there's no going back from it. A fight? A fight so bad that it's leading to a divorce? What on earth happened? Like I said, it's complicated. Things have been building up for a while, and yesterday everything just exploded. There's no fixing it. I don't even know what to say. This is so sudden, but I guess if it's really over, there's not much I can do. I'll talk to my boss and see if he can refer you to someone. That would be great, thank you. Are there any specific things you need to discuss with the lawyer? Like, do you need help figuring out what to do before the divorce is finalized? Or are you concerned about how to divide assets? If you let me know in advance, I can make sure you get the right advice. Actually, there's one thing I really need to know about. I want to understand how alimony works. Alimony? Wait a second, that means Ben did something wrong, didn't he? He cheated. No way, that doesn't sound like him. No, it wasn't Ben. It was me. What? Yeah, I'm the one that cheated. Hold on. You
You're the one who had an affair?
Yeah.
Vivian, are you serious right now?
I am. Ben found out yesterday, and we had a huge fight. After that, there was no going back. So we decided to get a divorce.
I can't believe this. You cheated?
I know, it's a lot.
Vivian, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I just assumed that if you were asking about alimony, it meant Ben did something terrible. But if you were the one who had an affair...
Well, that's why I need to know more. I want to understand how alimony works in a situation like mine. Specifically, I want to know if there's a way to reduce it.
Reduce it? Wait, are you talking about Ben paying you alimony?
Of course, that's how it works, right? The woman gets alimony.
Hold on, you think you're getting alimony? Even though you're the one who cheated?
Well, yeah, that's how it usually works, isn't it?
No, that's not how it works. Alimony isn't some automatic thing women get just because they're women. It depends on who's at fault, and in this case, you're the one who had an affair.
But I still need money. I mean, just because I'm getting divorced doesn't mean I won't have financial needs, and I'm only working part-time.
Vivian, are you hearing yourself right now? You cheated on your husband, and now you want him to pay you alimony?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Because that's not how this works. Alimony is for the spouse who is financially dependent and also not at fault. You're the one who broke the marriage. Why would Ben have to pay you?
Wait, so you're saying I don't get anything?
Exactly. You don't get alimony if you were the one who caused the divorce. If anything, you might have to pay Ben.
What? Women can be ordered to pay alimony?
Of course. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're the one who cheated, you're the one responsible.
But I'm the one getting divorced. Doesn't that mean I should get something?
No, that's not how this works at all.
I don't understand. I always thought that when couples get divorced, the woman gets financial support.
That's not how the law works. If you had been faithful and Ben had just decided to leave you, then maybe you could argue for alimony. But in this case, you're the one who caused the divorce. You don't get rewarded for that.
But that doesn't seem fair.
Fair? Are you serious right now? You cheated and now you expect Ben to pay for your future? That's beyond unfair.
But I'll have expenses after the divorce, and I'm planning to marry the guy I had an affair with. It's not like I can afford to lose all financial support.
Wait. You're telling me you already have plans to marry the guy you cheated with?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What?
Vivian, you're asking Ben to pay you money so that you can start a new life with the man you cheated with. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds?
I mean, I just thought that's how it worked, that the woman gets support.
No, that's not how it works. And even if it did, do you seriously think Ben would just accept that?
I don't know. I just don't want to struggle financially.
Vivian, listen to me. This isn't about you struggling financially. It's about consequences. Actions have consequences. You made a choice, and now you have to live with it. You can't just expect Ben to finance your new life.
But I really thought I'd still be entitled to something.
You're not. If anything, Ben could sue you for damages. He could demand financial compensation for emotional distress.
What?
Yeah, if he wanted, he could sue you. And if the court sides with him, you might end up paying him instead of the other way around.
That's insane.
No, what's insane is thinking you deserve alimony after breaking your marriage.
I didn't think it would be like this.
Vivian, I think you need to take a step back and really think about what you're asking for.
I guess. I just thought things would work out in my favor.
Well, they won't. You made a choice. Now you have to deal with the consequences.
I don't know what to do now.
Find a good lawyer and prepare yourself, because this divorce isn't going to go the way you thought it would.
Kara, what am I going to do? This is a nightmare. I didn't know I'd have to pay alimony.
Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't.
I mean, isn't that something only guys pay? Like the husband supports the wife after the divorce. That's how it works, right?
No, Vivian, that's not how it works. It's 2025, not the 1950s.
Alimony isn't about gender, it's about who's responsible for the marriage ending. And in this case, that's you. This can't be happening. I thought I'd be the one getting paid, not the other way around. Yeah, because screaming for a divorce after cheating on your husband is such a winning strategy. I didn't think it through, okay? I was angry. Ben was yelling at me. What was I supposed to do? Just stand there and let him tear me apart? Honestly, yeah. You kind of should have. You betrayed him, Vivian. He had every right to be furious. What did you expect? That he'd just shrug and say, "Oh well, no big deal"? I know I screwed up. But he was constantly losing it. He was yelling, crying. He even called me disgusting. Do you have any idea how humiliating that was? Vivian, seriously? You're upset because he made you feel bad? What about how you made him feel? You shattered his trust. You took the life you were building together and set it on fire. Did you really think there wouldn't be consequences? I didn't think it would be like this. I thought maybe we'd fight, he'd cool down, and we'd work through it. I never imagined it would actually lead to divorce. Well, it did, and you're the one who pushed it there. But what if I take it back? If I say I don't want the divorce anymore, maybe we can stop everything, right? It doesn't work like that. You can't just hit rewind. If you're the one at fault, you don't get to change your mind when things get tough. And let's be honest, do you really think Ben wants to fix things after what you did? I don't know. I thought maybe, deep down, he still loves me enough to try. I'm not sure love works like that after betrayal. And if he's serious about leaving, there's nothing you can do to stop him. But I didn't mean it. When I screamed that I wanted a divorce, I wasn't thinking straight. I was just lashing out. I thought I had the upper hand. I thought I'd be walking away with alimony, not a bill. Wow, you really didn't think this through, did you? I didn't think I needed to. I mean, I'm the wife. Doesn't that mean I'm supposed to be the one who gets support? No, you cheated, Vivian. Cheaters don't get rewarded. They pay. And the worst part, you didn't just ruin your marriage, you blew up your entire life. I didn't mean to ruin everything. Intentions don't matter, actions do. I can't believe this is happening. And now that Ben's left, I don't even know where he is. You think he's coming back? I thought he would. I thought he just needed some time to cool off. But it's been over a day and I haven't heard from him. He's probably at his parents' place. If he's at his parents' house, then they already know. No, oh, no way. Vivian, be real. You think his mother, would keep quiet about something like this? You know she's probably already called half the family, and I wouldn't be surprised if your parents are next. Oh my God, if my parents find out, oh, Cara, they'll kill me. Yeah, well, maybe you should have thought of that before you blew up your marriage. I can't believe this. I have to do something. There has to be a way to fix this. What if I get a lawyer, a really good one? A lawyer can't perform miracles. This isn't some legal loophole you can wiggle through. You cheated. The law is pretty clear on that. But I already told my boyfriend he wouldn't have to worry about anything. I promised him Ben would be the one paying. If it turns out I have to pay, and a lot, he's going to freak out. Wait, you already told him he wouldn't have to pay anything? Yeah. Oh, Vivian, that was stupid. I didn't know, okay? I thought it was a sure thing. Well, it's not. And you know what's worse? Ben can also sue your boyfriend for damages. What? He can sue him. Your affair caused emotional and financial harm. The law allows Ben to go after both of you. No. This can't be real. He can't do that. He absolutely can. How much are we even talking about? I mean, it can't be that much, right? Depending on the circumstances, somewhere between 20 and 30,000. 30 grand? Each. Each? You mean my boyfriend has to pay 30,000 too? Yeah, welcome to reality. He's going to lose it. We don't have that kind of money. Yeah, well, should have thought of that before you cheated. But if we split it, it's only 15,000 each. That's still doable if we cancel the honeymoon. Hold on, what did you just say? If we cancel the honeymoon, we can cover it. Vivian, it's not 30,000 combined. It's 30,000 each. You owe 30,000 and he owes 30,000. No way. That's insane. That's how it works, and it gets worse. How could it possibly get worse? Your boyfriend is married, right? Yeah, why? If his wife finds out, and trust me, she probably will, she can sue both of you too. What? You heard me. Another $30,000 each. No way. That's $60,000. I don't have that kind of money. Not my problem. I'm just a part-timer. What happens if I can't pay? If you can't pay, the court can garnish your wages. Every paycheck you get, it'll go straight to them. No. There has to be a way out. Your boss is a lawyer. Can't he fix this? Vivian, no lawyer can make this disappear. But there has to be someone who's never lost a case. This isn't a TV show. There's no magic lawyer who can clean up your mess. You did this to yourself. Why is this happening to me? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you cheated on your husband and then acted like you were the victim. You're supposed to help me. You're my friend. I am helping you. I'm telling you the truth. Forget it. I'll find my own lawyer, someone who actually knows what they're doing. You're useless, Kara. Don't ever contact me again. Vivian, wait. Goodbye, Kara. Unbelievable.
Kara, it's been a while. It's Ben.
Wait, Ben? Are you okay? I've heard a lot from Vivian, but are you really all right?
First off, I just want to apologize for all the trouble that Vivian caused you. I've heard she really made a mess of things over there, and I just feel terrible about it. But anyway, I'm relieved to say that things with the divorce have finally settled down. It's been a long process, but it looks like we've reached a point where things are at least somewhat wrapped up for now.
I see. Well, that's good, I guess. It's a relief, but at the same time, I'm still not entirely sure what happened. So what happened after everything settled? If you don't want to go into too much detail, I completely understand, but I can't help but be curious. You've been through a lot, and I just want to know how you're holding up.
Honestly, I actually want to share the whole thing with you. I still can't believe Vivian turned out the way she did. I thought I knew her, you know? It's been one shock after another, one unbelievable moment after another. I really had no idea how much things had spiraled out of control.
What on earth did she do? I can't even imagine.
Well, here's where it all started. She actually showed up for the meeting we set up for the divorce proceedings, but you won't believe this. She brought the guy she's been seeing along with her. I had already invited Vivian's parents, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be so tense. But she made it even worse by inviting the guy's parents and his wife to the meeting, too. And when we all sat down to talk, out of nowhere, she turns to his wife and yells, "Why are you here, you homewrecker?"
Wait, what? The homewrecker was Vivian. How could she say something like that? Especially in front of everyone, including the lawyer.
Yeah, it was right there in front of the lawyer. And as if that wasn't enough, she went on to say, "Since you don't have a lawyer, you should leave too." Can you believe that?
What kind of reasoning is that? She's the one who's been messing around, and she has the nerve to say something like that? Ugh, unreal.
Exactly. It was completely off the rails from the start, and things only got worse from there. I'm still in disbelief about it.
So what happened next? Did you manage to get anywhere with the actual discussion?
Well, once things settled down a little, we started talking about the divorce itself, dividing the assets, figuring out the alimony, all that. But then out of nowhere she says, "We both quit our jobs, so we can't pay any alimony."
Wait, they both quit their jobs? Both of them? Why on earth would they do that? What is the reasoning behind that?
Apparently Vivian had told them that if they couldn't afford to pay, the wages would be garnished, and I don't know how, but somehow they came to this wild conclusion that if there was no income, there would be nothing to garnish. So in their minds, if they didn't have jobs, they didn't have to pay anything. Can you even imagine?
That's the most ridiculous logic I have ever heard. So they quit their jobs because of that? That's insane. It sounds like something out of a bad comedy. They really did that?
I know, right? It's almost like they thought they could get away with anything. So then our lawyer had to step in and explain that the money would definitely be collected, whether through wage garnishment or another means. But then Vivian says, well, if you get a lawyer, could you at least wait until we get one to discuss the alimony? It's unfair that you have one and we don't. She also said, if we do get a lawyer, can you reduce the alimony?
Wait, what? She wants to get a lawyer, but then asks for a reduction in the alimony if they do? What's going on in her head? That's just baffling.
I don't even know. I really don't understand it myself. And to make matters worse, she started acting like my lawyer was the enemy, like we were on opposite sides. Right in front of our lawyer, she says, I'll pay double what Ben will pay if you come over to our side. I'm just sitting there completely dumbfounded. Our lawyer was so embarrassed that he just gave a half smile, but I couldn't stop thinking, how did I end up married to someone like this?
Wow, that sounds like a nightmare. I can't even begin to imagine how embarrassing that must have been for you. So what happened after that? Was the meeting just over after she made such a scene?
It was definitely a turning point. At that point, Vivian's parents had to intervene and pretty much shut her and the guy up. Once that happened, things started moving along a lot more smoothly, surprisingly. Vivian's parents agreed to cover the alimony for now, and Vivian would pay them back once she finds work again. For the guy, well, they decided to sell everything he owned, his house, his car, all his personal belongings, and use the money to cover the alimony. They even promised to handle the child support. Finally, I got her to sign the divorce papers.
So it seems like everything eventually worked out, though it's hard to say if it was for the best. Sounds like a relief, but I can't imagine how mentally exhausting all of this must have been.
I'm completely drained. Physically, I feel like I ran a marathon, but mentally, I feel like I've been through some kind of war. I swear, it felt like I was talking to an alien half the time. I don't even know how to explain it. I just want to forget all of it for a while.
So now that things are finally wrapped up, what's next for you? Are you planning on staying in the same place, or are you going to move out?
No, I'm definitely moving out. The apartment is too big for just me, and honestly, I don't feel safe anymore. I'm worried that Vivian might start stalking me, so I've even requested a transfer at work to make sure I'm away from everything.
What a disaster. I'm really sorry things turned out like this. I'm just trying to understand how she ended up like that. How could she go from being someone you could trust to this?
I don't know. It's like infidelity just drove her completely crazy. It's been a real eye-opener for me. Anyway, I've decided that I need to take some time for myself, just to rest and recover from everything that's happened. I really appreciate you listening to all of this. I don't think I could have made it through without people like you to talk to.
Of course, I'm happy to listen. Honestly, I was really concerned about you. You should absolutely take some time to rest and get your mind and body back in order. You've been through so much and you need that time to heal.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I have to get going. I still have a lot of moving to do, and I've got a few other things to take care of.
All right, well, take care of yourself. We'll talk again soon. I'm here if you need anything.
Thanks again, Kara. I'll keep in touch. Take care.
Afterwards, Ben was transferred to a branch outside the state and had to move. It was a significant change for him as everything in his life seemed to shift, and he was left to navigate a new environment, new colleagues, and a whole new way of living. Moving wasn't easy, especially when you had so much to leave behind. He couldn't help but feel a strange sense of relief as he packed his things, knowing that the physical distance would somehow lessen the emotional one. Meanwhile, Vivian stayed behind. She returned to her family's house to live under their watchful eyes, a decision that made Ben feel a little uneasy, though he couldn't pinpoint exactly why. The family dynamic was complicated, and Vivian's debts had piled up. Her sense of responsibility for them was overwhelming, and the pressure to repay everything seemed unbearable. Still, she didn't want to burden her parents more than she already had. She quietly tried to mend the mess she created, taking on odd jobs and working tirelessly to reduce the debt. But her life wasn't as simple as that. In the beginning, Ben didn't hear much about her. She was busy with her financial struggles and had her own battles to fight, but as time went on, he couldn't ignore the feeling that something wasn't right. He began to notice subtle signs that suggested Vivian wasn't moving on. Her messages started to appear at all hours of the day and night, long, winding texts filled with details about her life, about what she was doing, how she was feeling, and how she couldn't quite shake the memories of what they had shared. At first, Ben thought it was just a moment of weakness, a lingering attachment that would eventually fade. But it didn't fade. Instead, it grew, intensifying with each passing day. He would hear from mutual acquaintances that Vivian had been asking about him, lingering in places where she knew he might be. It wasn't obvious, not at first, but it soon became undeniable. Vivian's life was spiraling into something that felt less like a person struggling to move forward and more like someone trapped in the past, unable or unwilling to let go. Ben had expected this. He knew her well enough to anticipate that she wouldn't simply walk away from everything they had been, especially given the depth of her emotions and her obsession with the idea of them together. And as much as he wanted to help her, to offer guidance or even comfort, he also realized that it was no longer his responsibility. He couldn't take that burden on his shoulders again, not after everything that had happened between them. So he did his best to keep his distance, to ignore the signs that she was beginning to cross boundaries that should never have been crossed. But Vivian didn't seem to understand. The more Ben pulled away, the more she seemed to be drawn toward him. It wasn't enough to send a few messages. She began showing up uninvited at places he frequented, trying to find him, hoping to see him again, even if just for a fleeting moment. She would wait around outside the places he worked, hoping he might accidentally pass by. And when he didn't, she would simply wait longer, her patience unyielding. It all came to a head one night when Vivian made her most drastic move yet. She snuck into the apartment building they had once shared, the one where they had spent so many nights talking, laughing, fighting, and growing together. Ben had long since moved out, but the memories lingered in the halls, the walls, and in every corner. Vivian couldn't let go of that space, couldn't let go of the idea of what their life could have been had things gone differently. That night, as the moon cast a pale glow over the city, she made her way to the entrance of the building, hoping to find a way inside. She knew it was wrong, knew she had no business being there, but the urge was too strong. She couldn't stop herself. She was lost in a world of her own making, unable to break free from the pull of the past. However, what she didn't expect was that someone would notice. Someone had seen her standing by the door, her presence an unsettling anomaly in the quiet night. A neighbor, someone who had no idea who she was or what she was doing, had recognized her from past interactions and called the police. By the time Vivian had gotten close enough to the entrance to try and make her way in, the flashing lights of a squad car were already approaching, the sound of sirens piercing the air. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Annie, seriously, are you ignoring me? I've called you 3 times and left 2 voicemails. Where are you? Don't tell me you went to bed already. It's barely 8.
Hey, Janet. Sorry about that. I was giving the kids their bath. Just got them tucked in.
Bath time? At this hour? Shouldn't that be done earlier? Honestly, I don't know how you manage with more than one. I'd lose my mind. You should really keep your phone on you. What if something important happened?
I usually try to avoid electronics during bedtime. It helps keep the evening peaceful.
Right. Well, some of us have urgent things to deal with. Look, I need to ask you for a favor, and don't say no, okay? I need you to watch Ryan this Saturday. I've got this thing. It's kind of last minute, and I just can't take him with me. It's not really a big ask, right? You're always around on the weekends.
Well, I do try to keep weekends open for family time, especially since my husband's going to be out of town with his friends.
That's perfect then. You'll already be home with the kids. Ryan won't be any trouble at all. He loves playing with your son. You have a maid, don't you? She can help out too. This really shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, it's just a little short notice, Janet. I already have my hands full on Saturdays as it is.
Oh, come on, Annie. Don't make this complicated. It's just one kid for a few hours. You'll barely notice he's there. Honestly, Annie, I wouldn't even be asking if I already had anyone else. But everyone else has plans, and I knew you wouldn't leave me hanging. You're a mom, you get it. Sometimes you just need someone to step in.
I understand needing help. I really do. It's just a bit last minute, and with my husband out of town, I was hoping to keep things low-key.
Oh, come on, you've got a maid. Your kids love Ryan, and it's just for the day. Not like I'm dumping him on you for the whole weekend. You're not going to say no now, right?
No, I'm not saying no. I'll do it, but just this once, Janet. Saturday only.
I knew you'd come through. I'll swing by your place at 8 a.m. sharp. Don't be late opening the door. I've got a tight schedule.
Looking forward to it.
So, how's everything going over there? The boys aren't driving you up the wall yet, are they? Ryan can be a bit of a handful when he gets excited. I hope he's not causing too much trouble.
They're actually doing really well, surprisingly. All 3 of them are sitting at the table right now working on homework. My oldest is helping the younger 2 with their math worksheets.
Aw, see? I knew they'd be fine. I mean, that's why I left him with you. I trust you, Annie. You're good with kids. You've got that calm, put-together mom energy. Ryan probably behaves better for you than he does for me.
Well, I do try to keep things structured in the evenings. It helps. They had a good dinner, and now they're winding down. No chaos yet.
Perfect. That's all I needed to hear. I just wanted to check in before we turn in for the night. And of course, thank you again for watching Ryan tonight. I really needed this little escape. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, no problems. I was surprised by the timing, but I figured it must have been important. You said something came up suddenly, right?
That's what I told you, but honestly, that wasn't entirely true. I think it's time I just say it. No more dancing around. I'm on vacation right now, Annie. A real vacation. No urgent errand, no last-minute thing. Just me and your husband, the 2 of us. Alone.
What? You're with my husband on vacation?
That's right. We flew out together yesterday, just the 2 of us. It's been a very relaxing trip. Long overdue, really. I know it's a lot to take in, but I figured it was time you knew the truth. We've been seeing each other for 2 years now. This isn't some fling. It's not the first time or a moment of weakness. We've taken trips before. You just didn't know about them.
You said he was out of town with friends. Or that's what he told me. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the lie we worked out. It always helps when you stick to the script, doesn't it? Out of town with friends sounds casual, believable, keeps everything neat and tidy. But in reality, he's here with me, and we're celebrating.
Celebrating what exactly?
Oh, don't worry, I'll get to that. But first, aren't you all impressed by how well we kept it quiet? 2 whole years, not a single slip-up. It's honestly kind of amazing you didn't suspect a thing. I was almost starting to feel bad. Almost. But you know what? I just got tired of sneaking around, pretending, hiding. I wanted to be honest for once. I figured, why not now, while you're already doing me a favor? You picked now, while I'm watching your son? What if I hadn't taken it well? You didn't think this through at all. Oh, please, Annie, let's not pretend you're the type to do something crazy. You're not that kind of woman. You're calm, collected, almost boring, really. That's what he said about you, you know, that you're so quiet and put together. It's like living with a ghost.
He said that?
Of course. I mean, it's why we got along so well. I make him feel something. I bring out the fun in him. You know, I really don't need Ryan anymore.
Excuse me?
I mean, obviously I care about him, kind of. But this situation has changed. My husband, well, your husband, I suppose, he's infertile. Didn't he tell you?
No, he didn't.
Of course not. That wouldn't fit the perfect little life you built together, right? But yes, infertile. Can't have kids. My parents suggested we adopt, so we did. Ryan was a year old when we took him in. 7 years ago now.
After all this time, you don't feel like his mother?
Oh, don't try and twist this into some emotional plea. I'm not the one hiding things. You are. Or at least he was. Besides, this time, I'm having a child that's actually mine. That's right, I'm pregnant. We found out a few weeks ago and everything looks perfect. This little vacation, it's not just for fun. It's our celebration. A new beginning, just the 2 of us. And the baby, of course.
You're pregnant with his child? After 2 years of sneaking behind my back, lying to both our families, you're telling me it's something to celebrate?
Absolutely. I'm finally getting what I've always deserved. A real family. A husband who chooses me and a child that's actually mine. You should be happy for us, Annie. Really. I mean it. Happy? We've been married 12 years. We've built a whole life together. I have sacrificed for him, supported him, stuck around when things were falling apart. I raised our boys while he worked late, while he chased every dream that ever crossed his mind. And now you're telling me he's giving everything to you? Well, that's the plan. He told me he's never felt more alive, more free. And let's be honest, I won't be stuck raising your kids. I get a clean slate. He can afford it all, the child support, the alimony. He's the CEO, after all. And just so you know, we're not stopping here. He's going to file for divorce soon, and when that's done, we're getting married. It's already been decided. There's no use fighting it. You said he's the CEO? Never mind. So like I was saying, everything's in motion. I get the man, I get the baby, and let's be honest, I get the money too. Alimony, child support, all of it. He says you'll be taken care of course. He's not heartless, but make no mistake, I'm the future, you're the past. You really think this is how things are going to play out? They already are. You're just the last one to catch up. Anyway, I feel better now. Getting it off my chest felt amazing. You always looked down on me, and now I've got everything you had, and more. He's right here, by the way, just finished his shower. Want me to tell him anything? Or better yet, should I show him the screen?
Yes, actually, please do. I've got something to say to him.
Okay, hang on. All right, he's watching. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Hi there.
Listen up, you lecherous moron! I hope you're enjoying yourself, because this little fantasy you've built, it is going to collapse the second you get home. Try thinking more with the head on your shoulders and less with the microscopic one between your legs. You threw away 12 years of marriage for this? To sleep with that? You ungrateful, brain-dead coward. Where exactly do you think all the money came from? You think it's yours? Guess again. Get on a plane, get back here now. And when you do, I am going to slap the rest of the stupidity out of you.
Anyway, Janet, thanks again for the update. Have a lovely night.
Annie, pick up your phone or just answer me here, please. Something crazy just happened. He ran out. I'm not joking. Your husband, he went completely pale, like his soul left his body. One second he was lying on the bed, and the next he just shot up, grabbed his suitcase, and ran out of the room.
Did he now? Huh. That's faster than I expected.
He didn't say anything, Annie. He just mumbled something under his breath and started trembling, and then he left. And now I'm stuck in this hotel with no money, no ID, no return ticket, nothing. He took everything with him. My purse was in his suitcase because we were traveling light. His idea. I seriously don't even know how I'm going to get back home.
Well, that does sound inconvenient.
Annie, what did you say to him? What did you do? He was totally fine before your little message. Now he's gone, and I'm just sitting here like an idiot. I don't get it. We were having such a nice time. Everything was perfect. We had just come back from dinner. I was sitting on the bed looking at the dessert menu, and then you sent that message. He asked who I was texting. I told him it was you. And then I said you wanted to say something to him. I handed him the phone, and boom, everything fell apart.
I'm curious, what exactly did he do when he read my messages?
He shrieked. Like a full-on high-pitched shrieked, like a child. Then he fell backwards off the bed, just hit the floor and sat there shaking. I thought he was having a seizure.
And after that?
He jumped up, grabbed his suitcase, and ran out the door. Didn't even look at me, didn't say goodbye. Just gone, like I was never even there.
Oh, that must have been jarring.
Jarring? Annie, it was terrifying. What could you possibly have on him that would make him abandon me like that? We're on a romantic vacation. I'm pregnant. Why would he just run? It's not normal. I mean, I thought he was acting a little weird the last couple of days, but I just assumed he was nervous about the baby. But this wasn't nerves. This was like he had seen a ghost. Why would a CEO act like that?
Ah, so that's what this is really about. You still think he's the CEO. That's adorable.
Wait, what do you mean? He is the CEO. That's what he told me. He said he ran his own company and worked remotely from home.
No, sweetie, I'm the CEO. I'm the one who owns and runs the company. He's a stay-at-home dad, has been for years. I let him tell people whatever he wanted because, well, I didn't really care. But since we're clearing the air, now you know.
No, that can't be right. He told me he was the one running the company, that he'd started it from nothing and built it up. That's what he said. He had long calls during the day and all those emails.
Those calls were with the school counselors and PTA moms. The emails, online shopping receipts, and soccer practice updates. You think CEOs spend their days folding laundry and cleaning up art projects? That man hadn't sent a single business email since TikTok became a thing.
Wait, so when he said he was on a work call,
he was probably setting up a dentist appointment, maybe ordering groceries. Who knows?
You've got to be kidding me. So he's not rich? He doesn't have a company? All that talk about meetings and contracts and leadership, it was all fake?
He didn't lie, not really. He just let you believe what you wanted to believe. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Believing whatever makes you feel special.
Then what are we supposed to do now? I mean, we still have this baby in my belly to take care of. How are we going to put food on the table? Okay, let me think. He's got no job. I'm pregnant. How are we going to get by? Maybe we can sell the house. Oh, that mansion of his should bring in enough to get us by for a while, right? It's a beautiful place. We'll get a fortune for it. It'll be fine, right?
Oh, Janet, no, that house isn't his. It never was. It's mine. I bought it in full, with my money. My name's on the deed, not his, and not yours. I worked for it. Every square inch of it is mine.
What? No, he told me it was his. He said he built his life from the ground up. He said he wanted me to live like a queen.
And he did, in my castle, with my crown. You were never a queen, Janet. You were a very expensive guest.
You can't be serious. So we have nothing? No money, no house, no tickets? What am I supposed to do, Annie? Where am I supposed to go?
Don't worry, I've already taken care of that.
Oh, thank God. You're buying me a return ticket, is that it? I knew it. You wouldn't leave me stranded like this. I mean, we're not friends, but come on, Annie, I'm pregnant. You wouldn't just...
No, Janet, I'm not buying you anything. I contacted your husband. Told him everything. Everything. The affair, the vacation, the baby, the money, the lies, the smug little text messages. He knows it all now.
You... what? Why would you do that? Annie, he doesn't even know where I am.
Oh, I gave him the name of your hotel and the room number. He seemed very eager to come get you. You two have so much to talk about.
Annie, you've ruined my life.
No, Janet, you ruined your life. I just gave you an assist at the end. He came home the next morning. Bright and early, I could practically smell the desperation through the door before he even knocked. He probably imagined some dramatic apology, tears in his eyes, me in my robe, open arms, a fresh start. What he got instead was my father and his father standing on the front steps with their sleeves rolled up and 2 right hooks that knocked the self-pity right out of him. I didn't even need to say a word. The men in my life handled it for me. As for Janet, her husband, well, now ex-husband, drove 3 hours straight through the night, walked into that hotel like a man on a mission, and pulled her out of that room like she was a teenager caught sneaking out. Apparently she tried to protest until he told her the custody judge already signed the papers. He got the kids, she got the child support payments. And yes, I got custody of my boys. No fight, no fuss, just a signature and silence. Janet and my ex didn't have much of a choice after that. With a baby on the way and no one else willing to clean up their mess, they rushed to the courthouse and got married. He's juggling 3 part-time jobs now, one at a warehouse, another at a car wash, and some food delivery gig on the weekends, all just to keep the lights on. He's supporting himself, Janet, their unborn baby, her son, and still paying out child support to both me and Janet's ex-husband. I've got my house, my business, my boys, and a little peace and quiet, finally. And him, well, he's got Janet. I think we both got exactly what we deserve.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.